Hello. So, of all of our arrivals and dismissals, this one's just a little bit more complicated, but we've seen it work for years and years. And we know with new rising lower and upper students, we got this. So, just bear with me. We put this together. Hopefully, we can illustrate this for you. So, again, starting every one of ours off with just breathe and just, imagine that everyone is making the best decisions possible and just it's slow and steady wins the race. Okay, so here we go. If you decide that you want to park your car in the morning and walk your students to class, you are most welcome to do that. That is a fabulous way to start a day. You can park in the big parking lot. Okay, so you see that there. Something new that we're doing this year, we really need your help. In our observations, we have had too many children trying to weave their way through the cars that are in the toddler and primary Congo line to come, and the students are trying to get up that staircase. So we are asking you that if you are arriving with your student on bicycle or you're walking from the parking lot, then walk up this walkway. We do have another one, but we're going to ask you not to use this one. It still is making you weave in and out of where the cars are pulling through. So I think we've got that. And we'll have some teachers out those first few days to kind of remind you because that one's new. All right, so no to that. All right, here's this wonderful professionally illustrated example of what the front of the school looks like. So let's say you have a lower or upper elementary student, but you also have a toddler and a primary student. This is what you do first thing in the morning if you're choosing to do car line, okay? So you watch the little yellow line over here, it turns into a car. You're gonna do the morning Congo line on the side of the building, okay? And then you're going to get to this place where we're only going to unload the first three cars. We've said that for many years, but I really, really, really need that to happen. As a reminder, if other cars are starting to get out, it's unsafe. So you just wait, we'll pull you up. Okay. As a matter of fact, we might have a teacher between the third and fourth car asking you to stop. Okay. Also, while you're waiting, make sure your child is ready to get out of the car. They have all their belongings, but they're still buckled in. So again, just a reminder to not have them unbuckled, moving around the car, up in the moonroof, out the windows. It's just not safe. It just takes one person to hit the gas and bump you, and then we have an accident on our hands. So just wait. We'll get to you all. What's going to happen though is we're going to take all of your children out. So your toddler or your primary student will be walked up to their classrooms, but your lower elementary, upper elementary, middle school student, if you see those blue arrows, they're going to get walked to their classroom. So there'll be a faculty member there seeing them come up. And then we'll say, hey, good morning. And then we'll get them to their classroom. Okay, so that's arrival if you've got mixed ages. I don't think I need to explain this again, but I will one more time. There's a lot of shenanigans happening on Cedar Knolls. So please, please, please try to only take a right out of the parking lot. If you're taking a left, if there's not a clear chance for it, do not sit there with your blinker on. It's gonna back us up. Okay. So just until the traffic kind of dies down. The next thing is we're going to talk about when you use the front driveway, and that will be at dismissal or arrival if you do not have a toddler or a primary child. So these are the cones that you're looking for. The upper elementary cone is first, and if you look way down the laneway, that's where lower is. So if you have an upper elementary or a lower elementary child, you're going to go and sit by your cone. If you have both, then whichever cone has room for you, okay? And we'll get your kids to you. All right, so it looks like this. You're arriving in the morning. You have no younger siblings. Do not use the big car park for the car line. You're going to use the front. Now, bear with me. You're going to see this little cars here going through the upper. If you have an upper student, that's where you're going to go. You do not have to go any longer in the front driveway. When you exit, we will have the chains down in the middle of those islands, and you'll be able to pull through, okay, and go on your merry way. If you have a lower elementary student, please pull all the way to the front of the driveway. When you're dropping off in the morning, you must not let your child exit the vehicle until the elementary faculty come out from behind the gates, which is bang on 8 o'clock. Please do not let your child sit in front of the school waiting, okay? In the space between you let them go and we come out, we don't know they're there and we can't be responsible for them, okay? So just wait. We're going to pop those gates open at 8 and then we'll come out and get you. Okay, that makes sense so far? All the same shenanigans at the bottom of the screen. You're going to see that. All right, now you're going home. You're going home and you do have a toddler, or you do have a primary student, or you don't. Does not matter. You're not going to use the side one. You're only going to use the front. What we do on our end, we know you have a younger child, and so we're going to collect your toddlers and your primary siblings and thoughtfully bring them to the front with one of their teaching faculty, and then we'll reunite the two of you. Okay, so you only have to use the front for dismissal. Upper's going to sit where upper sits, and when you get your child or children, you will dismiss through the middle. And then lower is going to pull up to the front and we'll give you all of your children, and then you make your way through. All right, now here comes the slightly more complicated thing. We got this. And what's really important here too, please, is as much as possible, share this, pass the video on, talk them through it. We're talking about grandparents, that neighbor that's picking up for the first time, because it's really evident when they don't know it because they're winging it, okay? And we need them to have patience too. All right, so when we get about 6 to 8 cars in that front way, we're full, okay? So people are out into the street of Cedar Knolls, right? Or they're in that turn lane that can get created on Cedar Knolls. So imagine that there is a lane that's going, say, toward the high school and another lane of through traffic that goes toward the middle school. And there's enough room in the middle for everyone else to sit, okay? Just tighten up there, idle a bit, sorry, and try to give way, and the buses and everybody else will figure its way around. But this is how you get to tuck up a little more. If you are a lower elementary car, just lower, you can make your way slowly on the left of the upper elementary cars that are waiting for their student. If there's room, see that little orange car? They're making their way through to the front, okay? That's called passing on the left. If this is, oh, also really important, is that yellow arrow in the middle. The middle is open, and I saw this happen yesterday. You are not to ever take a left into that center, okay? It's just for exits, not for entrances. And so we'll try to monitor that, and we'll have a faculty member out there to do that. So if this visualization is easier, just imagine that this is the sidewalk part of the driveway. This is the outer band of it. That's where that center opening is. And so you're a lower family, you're looking for your lower cone. So imagine that you're kind of the red cars all tucked up in the front. Upper families, you're kind of, I'm making you purple. You kind of hang out toward the back of that. If you are a lower elementary family and you're going to double up because that's helpful, you're going to sit there next to it. When there's room, so that red line has started to move out, you can pass over, okay? But don't block that box, because the minute that first purple car is ready to go, they can go, okay? So the red car is going to exit out that way, purple car is going to exit out that way. And one more time, absolutely no reason to enter up through the middle. And then we'll pull that chain closed. Boy, I hope that makes sense. It really, really, really does work. But it just takes a lot of people just packing patience. So again, have your student ready. We've ended all of our little movies with this. This is mainly for arrival. We need you to have your bug spray and your sunblock put on at home, because if you're jumping out of your car to just apply that, that backs us up too. So just have your student completely ready we're really excited. The faculty, we're going to practice this as like a Carline drill before you guys get here, but just pack your patience and give us a couple days and it'll be amazing. And we're so grateful and thank you so much. And I'll see you in another video. Alrighty, bye.